Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I want to ask a very important question today. What makes Islamic science Islamic? It seems very obvious at first, but it's not as obvious as it is. Islamic science essentially wasn't Islamic just because it was formulated by Muslims. On the contrary, there were many non-Muslims who were involved in this first intellectual revolution in the world. The Prophet, peace be upon him, in essence was not only the last prophet but also the inaugurator of the first intellectual scientific revolution in the world, as stated by Maulana Fazlur Rahman Ansari. Islamic science organically evolved out of the fundamental concepts of Islam, the most crucial of them being the concept of Tawhid. What is Tawhid? According to Tawhid, there is no God except for God. Or in other words, there is no reality except for the divine reality. Physicists nowadays all over the world are looking for that one theory of everything that could, unite quantum mechanics with general relativity with ease. But Islamic scientists already had their theory of everything, which was that there is no reality except for the divine reality, and everything is contingent except for this reality. Quantum mechanics, being the most counterintuitive exposition of the universe, shook the very foundations on which Western science was built. So much so that Einstein, who was one of the founders of quantum physics, could not come to terms with the unbelievable implications of this theory. So what does this theory actually say? Quantum theory says that a physically real world does not exist until there is a conscious observer observing it. Let that seep in a bit. When you doubt the existence of the entire universe and say that reality is dependent on something immaterial like consciousness, a conscious observer, we have successfully entered the realm of metaphysics now. Rewind a bit and recall that the foundational principle of Islamic science is Tawhid, that is, there is no reality except divine reality. So come to think of it, quantum mechanics then wouldn't be considered controversial in the domain of Islamic science, and the problem of how to reconcile this preposterous theory with relativity wouldn't be a problem. These two theories represent two levels of existence relative to the divine reality. So the closer one gets to the divine reality, the more unreal things get. Beautifully summed up in a verse from the Quran that says, هُوَ الْأَوَّلُ وَالْآخِرُ وَالظَّاهِرُ وَالْبَاطِنُ وَهُوَ بِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ عَلِيمٌ. He is the first and the last, and the apparent and the hidden, and it is He who observes and knows all things. So there you go. You have your quantum mechanical observer who observes and knows everything, and his observation is what creates reality. Then you have al-awwal wal-akhir, that is being the first and the last, so the time dimension. Then al-zahir wal-batin, that being the apparent and the hidden, that means the space dimension. So space, time and matter all are unreal and only find their reality completely contingent on divine reality.